Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Thursday night game of With Power Comes, our Mutants and Masterminds game that Marcus has, I want to say, graciously volunteered to run for us, but it's more along the lines as he's suggested running it after we said we wanted to play it, so he was voted in. But before we hand it off to Marcus and jump into tonight's episode, I'll do the typical shout-outs that I do that we receive no benefit for, monetarily or otherwise. It's just things we use and like to share with our viewers out there so they can enjoy it as well. The map that you see in the middle of the screen here of the hotel that was a slaughterhouse, that was a scene of a crime, yeah, that is brought to you through Roll20. Roll20 allows us to do maps, also artwork, pictures, any kind of immersion you want to do for your players to keep the game running along. Let them know what guy's hiding behind what wall so you can shoot a hole through it and then dive through it yourself. Or where the balcony is so you can plop the dude outside and let him drop several hundred stories or however tall the hotel is. Also, you'll notice, I think we have one. Nope, that's not one. Let's move the screen around until we find one that is. There we go. This little miniature right here was created through Hero Forge. Hero Forge allows you to create custom miniatures, and you can design them and pose them and give them gear all the way from fantasy style up to sci-fi. So everything in between. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, if you're a subscriber, you can make a digital version that you can use in your digital games. We also have another sponsor called Hero Forge. Not Hero Forge, GUI Cube. That's the next one over. GUI Cube is a fantasy world created by a company called GUI Cube, ran by a gentleman who has an interesting persona of Alphinius Gu. If you haven't had a chance to meet him at some of the conventions, trust me, if you've been there and you'll know who Alphinius is. He is definitely a character that you won't soon forget. But anyway, it's a company that's created this fantasy world of Xyothe. Now, Xyothe is a great place to play in. They've got several campaigns set up, several books are out, but it's also been expanded upon over the last several years by the community itself. So, you may have a DM at home that's got an NPC they've used in every one of their games, or that one tavern that's always bustling, that's in each one of the games they run for you, may actually make its way into Xyothe, so you can check that out. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, we have two links down below. Most important one, of course, is Extra Life. So you click on that, allows you to give to the Extra Life campaign year-round, when you can and when you'd like to. Also, we have a link down there for our website. Our website has a shop in it now that you can go to. You can check out the shop, and you can buy merchandise that has, our emblems on it, like the one in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, as well as the one behind Marcus's head. So it'd be blankets, shirts, mugs, a few other things. Just go and click on the shop and see what we have available. Let's see. If you're watching us on Twitch, down below by the chat, you have a little bubble. We call that a chaos bubble. Allows you to click on that, collect points. Those points can be spent in our Consequences of Chaos game currently on Friday nights to add more chaos to Robert's already chaotic game. I thought the A team was bad. Geez, you ought to meet the B team. So, one more announcement we have. David, if you'd like to throw out your... Not David. Josh, if you'd like to throw out your plug. Sorry, I'm looking at your character's old name, which I have to fix that, and I haven't done that yet.
Yes, my name's Josh. I'm part of a podcast called At the Dragon's Table. We got a brand new, we don't talk about all, well, hold on, pray to that, where we talk about all things nerd culture, video games, TV shows, wrestling, general comic stuff, anything like that. What's what we talk about. We got a brand new website that we just got up and running that our tech dude is actually worked pretty hard on. He's got everything up and running on it. You get to all of our stuff from it. It is at thedragonstable.com. Go check it out. You can get to our TikToks. You can get to our YouTube page, all the different shows that we run at the Dragon's Table, Trailer Trash Theater, where we watch crazy movies and riff over them, Trailer Trash Wrestling, where we watch wrestling and sometimes it's crazy stuff, sometimes it's, actual good stuff. We got a brand, if you're a Warhammer 40k fan, we've got a brand new reading of the most notorious fan fiction ever created, a Harry Potter My Immortal, as read by Skull Cooka, the Warhammer 40k orc. Go and check it out. It is cool and funny.
All right. So, without further ado, I will hand this off to Marcus to jump us into tonight's episode of With Power Comes.
Well, howdy, y'all. My name is Marcus Scott. I'll be running this group through. Wow, my mind just went blank on me. Mutants and Masterminds. It's a superhero RPG. This is my first time running it. This is pretty much all except for two's first time playing it. So if you're a M&M veteran and we screw something up, just so you know, this is a learning experience for all of us, and yeah.
And we're here to have fun, and
Yeah, we're gonna do it our way. While my brain goes ahead and tries to reset, we'll go down below to Josh and have him introduce his characters.
Okay.
And
So technically, there's three. We have Ricochet and Trigger. Ricochet is basically the Batman gadgeteer style character, and Trigger is his dog, who is his sidekick. And right now, Ricochet is last episode done some pretty crazy stuff at the very end. Ended up kidnapping his two children and getting arrested. We're not 100% sure what's going on with him right now. That's so. While that's happening, I will be playing Sir Reginald Pennywise Humphreys III. He is a mental powers talking bear.
who I'm only going to put. I'm going to have to change this because Sir Reginald Pennywise, to fit in your bar, you won't be able to read it. So I'm going to have to adjust that.
Sir Reginald.
I'm going to put Sir Reginald because
But he is an 8 foot tall, monocle top hat, wearing in a suit bear.
Alrighty. Then we'll go down to Kyle.
Hi, my name's Sky. I'm playing this nerdy 16-year-old kid named Kyle who is a little bit lucky, a little bit scared at times, even though he is more pretend than anything. But he got sick last week and had to run to the bathroom in the middle of combat, and he called his mom. And that did not turn out very well, especially the bathroom visit. And when he came back, Ricochet was in jail. So Kyle doesn't know what really happened last week. He's still trying to catch up. So I'm playing Kyle, the nerd. Oh, but when he's in costume, he's the dude. And he knows how to screw people up with a look. And that's Kyle.
Alrighty. What you got for us, Doc?
Hello, my name is Curtis. I am playing Baxter. He is a doctor, scientist, biologist, chemist, all around, government employer or employee that is no longer with the government. He's a good guy, didn't do tests on people and animals. It's fine, He's here to help make sure everyone's staying safe. Keeping all out of trouble, all healed up. Everything will be fine. Ish.
Alrighty. We'll kick on over to Bobby.
Hi, I'm Gerald. I play Bobby, also known as Stalwart. I am one of the people that Dr. Baxter absolutely did do tests on. Bobby is a optimistic, somewhat naive 19-year-old powerhouse. So he's figuring out the world and hopefully saving it at the same time.
Alrighty. Connor.
Okay, Connor is. I'm Dan Latham, also known as Shadow Dugar, and I'm playing Connor McBain, aka Shadow Wolf. Connor is a former Special Forces who apparently during his time was experimented on, him and his whole entire unit. What am I doing? Okay. To the point where, they were doing all sorts of Black Op missions and got to the point where even the higher-ups were a little scared of them, thought they were gaining entirely too much power, and figured the best way to take care of something they couldn't control 100% was to just go ahead and eliminate them. So they were hit by a drone strike and thought dead. Later on, Connor comes back to civilization, probably under a different name, working for a government agency that deals with powered beings, just a gun for hire. And now he is babysitting, dealing with a new team that's kind of green in the way of dealing with things. Thought he had a handle on dealing with it, and his former military buddy, but after last night, may be some issues with that whole situation. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out.
Alright. And then the normal one of the group.
Hi, speaking of medical experimentation, I am Army, the Screaming Hairy Armadillo, who was experimented upon by Dr. Baxter and Dr. Baxter's mentor, Dr. Evil. He is a sentient armadillo, just run-of-the-mill, small mammalian creature. Isn't really a billionaire who owns multiple pieces of property and expensive transportation. But he does have the ability to teleport, and he's not a hacker. No. He doesn't hack into emails of the Illuminati or anything like that.
Why do I find that a little hard to believe? But whatever.
Yeah. So, I do have a little clearance with the Illuminati, but, it's okay.
Alright. Now bring that back to me. If I remember, I'll be playing Miss Kitty, a teenage Catwoman type character, and Vanessa, just the human taxi driver, I guess. Like I said, that's if I remember to bring them in the scene. But last time we left off, we were down in Florida. You were trying to find the general's son. You bought a place to hang out to find out that it seems to be a trap.
Yes.
And after the whole battle ensued, things settled down for the night. Realized that Connor has not but Ricochet hasn't came back. To later see on their early morning news that story about a person kidnapping their kids and that were saved by another superhero. And then someone got a phone call about saying, hey, I'm in jail. So, what would y'all like to do from there?
Well,
about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Connor has made coffee and left a half-drank cup of coffee on the counter and is not present.
Okay. Take it Kyle's still sleeping till noon until he gets woken up? Or is he getting up early?
Did we know about Ricochet before we went to sleep?
No. Well,
Okay,
he knew he wasn't back yet, but
Yeah,
uh,
I've unless Dan took him, I've got Trigger in the bed with me, sleeping.
Connor
Okay.
would have left him. Wouldn't have
Yeah.
would not have messed with Trigger.
alrighty. And what are the rest doing?
So Army's been up most of the night trying to figure out how in the heck the villains got here before he did.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
trying to backtrack how they had found out.
Okay. Well, getting back to that, Bobby.
Bobby is running along the beach.
Okay. All right.
Early morning workout.
Mm-hmm.
How early
Not a
did Bobby
problem.
leave?
What's that?
How early did Bobby leave?
Probably about 6.
All right, then you would have been up when Connor left. You would have seen Connor leave. Just
Did Connor say anything?
nope, Connor didn't say anything. He seemed like he was in his own little world. He drank maybe half a cup of his coffee, set it on the counter, and went out the door without saying a word. Plus, he probably had the TV news on, and you would have seen the same thing he did. He did make a phone call, and you heard him talk to somebody about keeping an eye on their old. He used some weird phrases that you wouldn't have understood. Go keep an eye on our old hitter, I think was a phrase he may have used. He's gotten himself in trouble, and he said he heard something about Texas before he walks out. Because I believe I said at the very end of last session that he called a couple of his supposed dead friends to check in on David.
All right. And Doc, what are you doing? Since you don't
So,
sleep.
yes, he would have been fiddling around with some of the DNA he got from the guy whose blood was acidic to see what's going on with that.
Okay.
Because, that's new and interesting. Acid blood.
Okay. Alrighty. So we'll start with Bobby. Nice, beautiful morning. You see the sunrise rising up. You're right along the beach. No big issues. You see a couple of other folks out there running along with you. Seems to be a normal morning. Go ahead and give me that science roll, Doc.
Let's just call that a 30.
Okay.
I don't trust the dice at this point.
Alright.
I got the skill mastery, so.
As you're doing test on the blood, you realize that the acidic was not innate into the blood itself, that somehow this acidic acid got mixed in with the blood as it came out of his body. So either he had something acidic on him that got busted, or maybe had acid pill in his mouth.
So forced manipulation, that's something to work on next, isn't it?
Yeah, or some kid just had some lucky roll and caused the acid to come about.
This is a new power he's going to have to look into, force manipulation. What could go wrong?
Indeed.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Alright, as you're going through, calling up your people, trying to figure it out, You talk to the guy who gave you the information about the guy, his son being down here. He said he's going to go check into his source and he'd give you a call back on the legitimacy of it. So I'll come back to you with that answer on what exactly happened. Connor, you still heading towards the bad
Yeah,
part of the neighborhood?
Connor takes off running down the street, looks towards the direction he would deem as being one of the more seedier sides of town, and he will run that direction. Or he will jog that direction because he is out for a morning run.
As you're jogging along, you notice the architecture and how well kept the city is starting to fade into sort of disarray. You're starting to see a lot more graffiti, trash lying around.
Yep.
Cars on blocks. And as you're running down, you do see a house up on the right that seems to be a house party that's slowly dying down. You see some folks that are drunk out front, passed out on the couches. Give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see if my perception's any better this morning. Did that roll?
Not that's all.
What the hell? All right, give it a second. Apparently, there's a bit of a disconnect between. There it goes. Yeah, a six was the main roll, so I'm not going to notice much.
Okay.
I'm not. All right, but I'm not looking to go directly towards. I want to look like person who doesn't belong there, who. I don't know how to put it. I want to attract the attention towards me. I don't want to go running straight towards it, if that makes any sense.
Right. You just happen to be running down the sidewalk in this house party.
Yeah,
So
probably stuff my wallet, to make it look bigger, and put it in my back pocket.
Yeah. Well, as you're running by this house, you get closer. Guy comes somewhere. Oh, look at this white boy. What the fuck is he doing up in here? And then you see his eyes kind of go big. As you hear screeches from tires behind you.
Okay.
And
I'm about to witness a drive-by. I'm taking it.
yes, as three gunmen, two on the right side, point guns out. One in the back left comes up over and starts opening fire on everything.
Well, as soon as he looks up and I hear the screeching of tires, I'm gonna make sure I'm in the middle of the road.
Okay. All right. As you do that, all right.
Yes,
turn. You start to run, and you end up jumping over the car.
No.
Are you running into the car?
I am becoming the hood ornament. I want to get hit by the vehicle and go through the front windshield.
Okay. All right.
I will use my agility if I need to position myself in the right way to hit the windshield hard enough to go through it.
All right. Give me an acrobatics.
And it's an 11. Do you know what?
Okay. You gonna use the hero point for this?
Actually, I will. I will use the hero point to narrate this scene enough to where I'm running in the middle of the street.
Okay.
Position myself as if it looks like that I just can't get out of the way fast enough. But get hit by the vehicle, roll across the hood, through the front windshield, in with whoever the gunmen are.
Okay.
And once that happens, I don't care who they shoot outside at the moment. But yeah, I will start beating the shit out of everybody in the car.
Okay.
But if you want me to take any kind of damage, let me know.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Car damage, roll.
I'm sure there's some sort of vehicular running people down thing for this game, right?
I don't know. Gerald, Josh.
If you have stats for the vehicle, you can use either the strength of the vehicle or its speed rank as a damage. No.
Okay.
He's intentionally going at it, so it's gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just need to know, I guess, against my toughness.
Yeah.
Is it just like a basic car?
Yeah, it's a basic car.
Okay.
That's what my toughness roll is when you figure it out.
Yeah.
So just a basic car. A car is going to have a strength of 5 or a speed of 5. So it'd be, damage 5, so it'd be DC would be 20.
Okay.
Either way
So
you go.
Alright, sounds good. We'll do that. DC 20. Your toughness is 15. That's. So you got the 1, which is what?
One condition.
One hit.
Yeah.
So a -1 to his actives and no wait, that wouldn't be one -1. It would be
Just -1 on toughness.
just -1.
All right. And I will proceed to swing at not the driver. Yeah, you know what? I'll swing at the driver. I'll start beating the shit out of the driver. I'll make him wreck this car.
Okay.
There. 13 to hit.
Yeah, it's regular guy, I'm sure. Alright, you hit him. His toughness probably ain't gonna be shit.
Maybe a 1 or a 2, maybe.
Yeah,
If that.
if that, yeah. Alright. So, you hit the guy. His head smacks up against the window. He is out. And
How many are in the vehicle?
4 total.
Okay, well, once the driver's out, I'm not going to grab the wheel or nothing. I'm just going to let the car go where it's going to go. And I'll start swinging on the other guy. But I think they get to go before I do.
Well, their action is shooting out. They're shooting out the window currently.
Oh, well then, I'll swing at the next guy.
Uh,
The actual pass, I'll shoot it. Actually, if it's the condition you're talking about, are they shooting from the driver's side or the passenger side?
You got 2 on the passenger side shooting out the windows, and then you got 1 in the back seat behind the driver that's out over the car shooting.
Okay, so the one who is out over the car shooting is the one I'm aiming for next. As we're speeding
Okay.
down the road, I'm just going to punch him right in his gut and knock him out the window with that hit.
All right. Okay, he rolled an 18. All right, he comes, balls out the car. Dakota, go lay down. I know the storm's coming. Go lay down. Sorry. He falls out of the car, starts rolling. In the process, the wheel of the vehicle ends up curving off to the side, and the vehicle will start to flip.
Excellent.
As the two guys turn and see you in the car, and the one in the back seat will try to shoot.
Okay.
Okay. As he pulls his gun out to shoot you, you kind of knock it to the side, and now the driver has a bullet hole through his head. I rolled a 1.
Excellent. All right.
And then the next guy is going to try to hit you. That's 21. Does that hit?
It's to parry.
I
No, not
think
parry.
so, yeah.
But for that's parry for melee, correct?
Right.
So yeah, it's 1 point higher than my parry.
Okay.
So what's the toughness?
Toughness.
Basically, what's his strength?
It's a. Yeah. Oh, you're good. You're good. It's a minion.
I take the hit in the jaw and I just do the head shake, kind of look back at him, and I'm probably got blood running out my teeth, and I just smile. And I will return the favor.
Okay.
There.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Connor's working something out.
Yeah. Okay.
Connor expected to get mugged. He didn't expect. He wasn't really expecting to get in the middle of a drive-by, but it works.
You pop him. His head snaps back, and he is out. And the vehicle is now rolling. Let's give me a D10. 3 times it flips. Give me a D100 roll.
All right. 23.
Okay. You happen to stay in the vehicle, but the one guy, the passenger side, he is actually flown out of the car. And kind of, let's see.
I'm sure. Yeah, launched you.
He would have been flown out, but he wouldn't have been ran over with it. So there.
Well, once the car stops rolling, I will just crawl out of it, walk back toward the hotel.
As you're crawling out, you see the streets are lined with people, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. You got a couple folks out there with their little camera phones, because that's what we do
My
nowadays.
face, yeah, my face is covered in blood and wounds and shit from going through the windshield, so I'm not worried about it.
You do have a good Samaritan actually calling the cops, but everyone else is mostly out there with their phones, videotaping.
Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, so yeah, I'll just walk away from the accident with blood running down my face, and yeah, I'm not gonna use any abilities, and nothing's gonna indicate what or who I am.
Okay. So you take off running. And if you don't back up off my chicken, I'm going to beat the shit out of you, dog.
I'll say, I ain't after your fucking chicken. What the hell?
Don't get on the trigger that way.
Anyways. So yeah.
Oh yeah, by the time I get back to the hotel, I haven't activated any healing or anything. I'm just running back as is.
Okay.
Acting like nothing happened.
Pretty much. I just went out for a jog.
As you're making your way back to the thing, you do hear cop cars and emergency services sirens around you, heading past you and stuff like that as you kind of turn and cover your face so they don't stop and bother you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know how to avoid. You want me to roll stealth?
Sure. Yeah. You're able to avoid all that. Army.
Yes.
To kind of
Go ahead.
retcon a little, can I use the stealth as well to kind of... I know there's camera phones, but keep my face just enough where they can't get a good view of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're Bigfooting it.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, you better eat that chicken for Dakota gets it.
yeah. Well, it's also panicking because we have a severe thunderstorm over us and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
trying to crawl in my lap. But Army, about the time
Yes.
Stalwart and Connor making their way back, you get a phone call from your contact, and apparently the gentleman who gave him the information was paid off to give false information. For some
Okay,
reason,
Who was given false, or who was paid off to give false information?
a local there was
Okay.
paid. If anyone started asking about this guy, he was told to give them false information about him being here this weekend to bring someone, I guess, to set up a trap or something. He doesn't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you got bad
Still need to
intel.
figure out how they found out about this penthouse, but well, I'm going to send one of my forks to start figuring that out.
It would be too hard. A quick sell of a $40 million home
Oh, that's true.
would kind of raise some flags.
Yes. Yeah, if it wasn't a superhero team, it would be somebody you could kidnap
Right.
and try to ransom. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, about that time, Miss Kitty will come in probably about 10 o'clock. She'll have breakfast cooking. And about the time she's done cooking breakfast, she'll realize that Kyle is still not out of bed. So, she'll go and,
You say about 10 o'clock?
yeah.
Okay, that's a 4-hour difference from whenever Connor left, so he'll probably be coming back in the door around that time.
Oh, yeah. I figured y'all were out running, exercising for about an hour or two. So by the time he got his phone call, this is Miss Kitty gets up around 10. So she's up cooking breakfast. So if y'all are back by then, you can.
Yeah, I'll take my bloody ass into the shower and clean up.
Okay. Gerald?
Yes.
Oh, we lose somebody. Or did we get cameras rearranged?
6, 7.
Looks like the camera's rearranged.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my internet's being pain.
Well, let's
Um,
see if that fixes it.
What do you do when you come back from your run?
That does fix it. Me or Bobby? Okay.
I will probably look through the fridge and see what's there.
Okay. There's not a whole heck of a lot. Vanessa did go and pick up some groceries and stuff. So you got some cereals, you got some eggs, bacon, orange juice, milk, and looks like she plans on making Chinese for dinner tonight if y'all stick around.
Cool. I'm just gonna grab a bowl of cereal, and I'm going to probably go to whatever room I've been staying in and watch YouTube videos for a while.
Okay.
Well, what time does Bobby come back in?
Probably about 8. Probably about 8:30. He went out, ran up and down the beach a little bit. Found one of those places that's got like the like a park with like a gym there, and probably like messed around on the gym equipment for a while, and then realized I don't need to do
Connor will probably come out of the shower and pour a dark liquid into the coffee cup that's sitting there and kind of top it off a little bit too with some warm coffee. But you'll notice his face is all like fresh fucking cuts and stuff all over it. I just rolled to see if I had healed in that time period, and I haven't.
Okay.
Dang, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Nah.
Did you have a good run?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice beach.
Good. Pours a little alcohol into the coffee and walks out on the balcony and starts drinking it.
Okay. Al, Miss Kitty comes, wakes you up, or opens the door and hollers at you saying, "Hey, breakfast is done if you want to eat," and then walks away.
Okay. As she opens the door, Trigger's standing like right in front of the door, like ready to run out.
Okay.
Trigger's got to go to the bathroom. And Kyle was like, "I'll be here in a minute, Mom."
To the patio.
Kyle slowly gets up.
Does Trigger go to the
Okay.
patio?
Yes.
I'll put the coffee cup on the ground. Let Trigger finish it.
Picture he goes over here, does the thing, and then comes. Where's the pat? Are you at the patio?
I didn't even think about moving my character.
Gotcha. And
Yeah, he's
Sure.
probably sitting right here in this chair, but it's turned around facing the other direction.
gotcha. You'll finish that coffee off. He picks it up,
Yeah.
smells it.
In your cave. In your cave.
Trigger's got a cave. Or are we talking to Sir Reginald?
No, this is Trigger.
No, I'm talking about the cave.
That was Robert.
Oh.
That was Sweet Dachshund.
So Kyle will get up, put on, make sure he's got shorts and a white T-shirt, and heads to the kitchen to eat whatever's put in front of him.
Okay. She made some biscuits with sausage gravy.
Yes.
That's all she made for this morning.
Okay. If people aren't eating it, he just keeps going back for seconds and thirds, and
Okay.
then at some point goes whistles for Trigger and goes, "Breakfast, Trigger."
Bobby will come in with the cereal bowl and see like, oh, biscuits and gravy.
And the big question is, does Trigger sway a little?
Just a little. Well, he's had it a time or two. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Go look who is.
Why I asked.
The master is there, but I picture when he hears the whistle, he acts like he wants you to come with him, kind of thing. Like he wants to go, and then he comes back, and like look, you know how dogs give that,
You coming?
yeah, you come and look, kind of thing. And
Connor will reluctantly get up and follow Trigger out.
gotcha. And where's everybody? I guess it would be in here.
Yeah.
I come in wherever the kitchen's at. Where is the kitchen at? Right here.
Kitchen is, yeah. Well, kitchen is,
I walk
Here.
in.
Oh.
but this looks like the dining room.
I will fill up my coffee and look for Vanessa.
Miss Kitty will let you know that Vanessa got a call. Apparently, we're being recalled to headquarters. Apparently, there was an incident last night. I don't know. I went to bed. What happened last night?
All right. So, where is she at now?
She's getting the plane ready.
Good. All right. Once she says it's ready, once you guys get done with breakfast, go ahead and pack your stuff up and head towards the airport.
Where's the other one?
What other one?
Uh, his master? Pointing at Trigger.
Yeah.
where is Ricochet?
Dave Ricochet is not going to be joining us. Something has come up, but I'm sure that'll be all made clear later. But for right now, you guys need to pack up and get ready to fly back. I guess back to base.
Ricochet's being mean to Trigger. Didn't take him along. I'm sorry, Trigger.
And with that, Karn will walk back to wherever Ricochet had his room set up
Mhm.
and see if he left anything behind.
The only thing you'll find would be his bag. So the bags would have like changes of clothes, toiletry bags, stuff like that.
Okay, what about his tracker?
He gave it to you.
Okay, I didn't know if I still had that or if it was something he
Yeah,
had on his
his
person.
GPS tracker. So
Alright, so I will take that out and see if I can figure out if our target has stopped moving.
Okay. The boat?
Yeah.
Right now it's 8 hours. It's kind of in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean right about now, I guess.
Okay. And is it moving, sitting still? Has it got a bearing?
After a good 10 minutes or so, you do notice that it did kind of move. So it is still moving in a northwestern direction.
Excellent. Alright.
Or northeastern direction, sorry.
Yeah. Northeastern direction. Alright, I will put the device back away and go back in the other room, grab another piece of bacon, and wait for everybody to get ready to go.
Alright, let's go grab her stuff. Well, with the rest of y'all ready to head to the airport?
Well, I whatever's left of the food, I dump into a bowl for Trigger.
he
Okay.
quickly.
I grab one more biscuit before it goes in the bowl.
And then I'll go grab my stuff.
Once Trigger finishes, he will begin to search, if that makes sense, for Ricochet. He will actively try to find him. He thinks that he might still be asleep or something like that. He will be going to every room, sniffing and looking. Well, I know he's not going to find him, but you know.
Okay. And Miss Kitty will bring up the question, what about the guy we were coming to find? Do we know where he's at?
We'll worry about that. I'll look into it. We'll get you guys
Oh,
back to the
that was a
airport.
red herring.
Of course it was.
He's a fish?
No. It's a ploy.
No, like on
It
a
was a
boat
lie.
named
It was a
Scooby-Doo.
story. It was something to get us here.
Oh.
That's alright. I'm guessing you looked it over, checked on it last night, Arnie?
Yes, I did. Yeah, it was a trap.
Did you find out anything else beyond that?
Still looking.
Like who set it up?
Still looking.
Alright, well, if you don't mind, keep
I have a feeling it was the general.
How about, you access the surveillance cameras for the lobby?
You can certainly try.
Well, I don't want to. I'm asking Army if he can. He's our tech whiz. I'm asking. Let's see if you can get a still off the surveillance cameras of the two that were in there that we dealt with yesterday when we came in, or what day ever it was we came in.
Yeah, yesterday we showed up.
If you get stills of those, I'd appreciate it. If we can try to locate them.
Mhm.
Yes, I will try. And so, yes, I will start going through and seeing if I can get anything from security cameras in the vicinity.
Oh, okay. You tried for the security cameras here inside the building. You
Mm-hmm.
find that it was already
Turned off. Okay.
because you had local PD here trying to find that. So they took whatever security they can. The rest, there's nothing.
Mm.
You search the surrounding areas. Um, give me a percentage.
Because I can also leave one of my hacker forks behind.
Okay.
So, to do this as we leave.
Okay. You do catch a side view from an ATM camera about 2 buildings down that kind of resembles the maitre d'.
Gotcha. The person downstairs. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have a general idea. You'll just have to use some computer skills to actually do a facial recognition and rebuild the face first.
Right. Right.
Alrighty.
Can you track where he went?
Well, if I spent time here, but if we are planning on flying out, what I'll do is I'll leave a work of myself down here to continue to scan cameras.
All right.
So what do y'all want me to do? Getting plane heading out?
If they're ready,
Okay.
head down. I guess we do have a vehicle here, don't we?
You have basically a rental car from the airport. SUV. You flew your jetliner in, not your tactical airplane.
Yeah.
Right.
So get in the car, head back towards the airport.
Alright. You get there, as you pull up, you do see Vanessa's got the engines up and running. They're just waiting on you and clearance from the tower. And it's like, okay, are we heading back to base or are we heading straight to Dysa?
So what do we need to do? I mean, we're being called back where?
To Dysa. I didn't know if we need to stop by the farm to drop off stuff, pick up stuff, figure out what we're going to say to Dysa.
Well, I have no idea why Dysa wants to speak to us right now. So.
Well, they picked up Ricochet this morning from my source inside.
Hold on a second.
So why didn't they just wait and pick us up instead of going through all this?
No, it's not the kind of picking up she's referring to. Plus, that wasn't here. His face has healed since breakfast.
Okay. For those who don't know, Dave was arrested this morning for some federal crimes.
Is this can we get this bird in the air?
Yes. Okay. Well, catch up everybody and we'll take off. So, any discussions y'all want to do while you're in flight?
Well, turn on the main screen and pull up any reports on what happened, since she's telling us he got arrested.
Alright.
And and she's flying this thing, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll go to the cockpit, sit down in the co-pilot seat. As soon as he turns that on, I'll get up and go to the co-pilot seat.
Okay. Miss Kitty will get up before you sit on her, and
Well, I mean, if she's in the co-pilot seat, then I'm not going to sit there.
but yeah, she'll bounce over to the navigator seat and let you sit there. On the screen, you get police report of a break-in of. Wow, my mind just went blank on me. I apologize, guys. It's been a rough day. Get a break-in entering report of a gentleman who forced his way inside a dwelling, assaulted the homeowner, and kidnapped his kids. Secondary report indicated that a masked individual was able to subdue the subject of the first incident and rescue the kids, returning them safely to their family. Subject in question was taken down to the local PD, where they were released to Men in Black, and that's the last they have of that.
Hey,
All right.
Trigger. Who's going to take care of him?
So
I think you have been authorized by Trigger to do that.
Yeah, but Mom won't let me have a dog in the house.
Yes, but you're not living in your house.
Not right now, but the summer's going to be over at some point.
Yes,
I'll
and
take
you'll
care of
still
him
be
until
at
then.
school.
Okay.
So Overwatch, what's the sit rep?
Apparently they aren't too happy on our superhero adventures.
Oh, surprising.
So apparently we are being called back for evaluation to assess if we are going to be of use in the future, or are we just a liability group?
Oh, I can answer that. Most of this group's a liability.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck do you expect? You put a bunch of kids together on a mission without any kind of training or whatever.
True. But it's not a kid who's going beating up civilians and
No,
decapitating people.
just an extremely shell-shocked soldier who did not get the proper care before sent out on a mission of this importance. But then again, he's a soldier. He's just a fucking number to them. What's it matter? What's our ETA?
Well, from what I understand is we're going to be submitted to psych evals and interviews on what happened here in down in Texas and everything else.
Connor pulls out the device and checks its location again.
It's probably traveled about 10 more miles towards northwest.
Alright.
It's a slow moving ship.
Yeah. But still, he's just keeping tabs on where it's at.
Okay. Alrighty. Any other conversations in the back, or?
So, why would Ricochet do this? I mean, I guess, this is about his kids or something, but I mean, I don't know why he would go out there and do that. Doesn't make sense.
Well, he was awful angry, obviously, from what he did to that poor guy back in the park. But yeah, I don't know why he'd go after him a second time.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he is so upset that his mate chose another male.
I think that'd be more a question we'd have to ask Connor. He would probably know better since he knows him better.
Well, would you care if your mate chose a different male?
I mean, not really, no, but I don't have too much experience in that field of expertise. That's not really my thing.
It kind of depends on how it went, like how it left off, and what the time difference is. Like, I don't know if they're like, "Fuck you," and then they go and hook up with some other guy that day. That's kind of bad, but
We did find
in a
this.
while.
Yeah, we did find this guy apparently when we all met up. He was living in the mountains in a shack by himself with a dog.
Kyle takes trigger and they go up to the cockpit and it's like he doesn't seem to want to listen to this conversation. It's like, I'm just trying to learn, girls. Y'all are too deep.
How do they work? Well, they're terrible.
Everything all right, Kyle?
Look, I could always program him a hologram to explain how they work, but
A mommy superhero and a daddy superhero. Love it.
I've had that conversation. And slams the cockpit door.
oh well.
Yeah.
Ah,
You
yeah, I'm
find-
just confused.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just confused. Oh, no. I mean, Army will eventually get back to working on some of his other things.
Okay. As you
I mean-
land, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, as you land, you notice that you are landing on a. Donald, what the hell are you doing?
Why are we landing on a dog? Jesus, get it off the airfield.
Trigger, what you doing down there?
It's just a one really big dog.
Hey, look, it's
That
Clifford.
he is. Land on a private flight line, just outside the distant headquarters, and you seem to be welcomed by a squad.
So we did not go back to our home base.
No,
to take care of
no.
anything.
We just went to Dysa.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa asked, no one answered, so she figured.
Well, no, Connor did say it might be a good idea to head back home first, but whatever.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Just be that way.
I will.
She's betraying us.
Yes, well, I mean, you can't trust them.
Yeah, you can't trust a woman who even can't remember her name from. What was it? Aaron? Or whatever the first name I gave you.
Carrie? Karen?
Yeah. But yes, you are met with a squad of soldiers. Your buddy old pal, what did I name him?
The director?
Yes, the director, who's in no way a Nick Fury. And you're, yeah. And Agent Colbert.
Okay.
What?
No, that's fine. That's fine. Just, I'll wait for the
I
bad guy
think I need to reset, because I'm not seeing what's coming up.
Apparently we're in a round table. I didn't think
Yeah.
about it the first time when you came up with Colbert. I didn't even, my mind didn't register, never mind. Shield agent.
Question. Go ahead.
No,
Oh.
I said I didn't register the shield agent. I figured that was your play on him too.
As we're walking in the place, is this one of the rooms that had the superpowers don't work in?
No, not this room, but the side room.
Side rooms.
Okay. If somebody tries to put on a collar or give me something that wraps around me that prevents my powers, for some reason it doesn't work.
Okay.
It's defaulted.
Okay. Well, as you're brought in, Director Agent Colbert, the Assistant Director of, wow, my mind just went blank, of the CIA, and some other folks are at the long table. They tell you to take a seat. I would like to hear in your own words what happened. We received the incident reports for Texas, and we received this morning the incident reports of what happened last night for y'all down in Florida.
It sounds to me like you got all the information you need then.
Right. Well, we have David in the cell right now. We're
Okay.
trying to figure out.
Which cell?
Cell's in the other room.
What are you
Okay.
trying to
I start
figure?
heading that way with Trigger.
And as you get towards the door, there are a couple guards there that block you and tell you to have a seat.
Take Trigger to David.
We will do that as soon as we figure out the fate of David.
What do you mean the fate of David?
We committed several federal crimes. Either he's a liability to us and we need to
Just
isolate him with the other individuals that you brought to us, or
just what? Connor overhears this.
well, that's what we're trying to discuss. Your assessment of him, as well as the assessment of the therapist who's with him now.
You see how he treats Trigger? That means he's a good guy.
So that's your personal assessment of him.
Well, okay, I think we're like jumping about 5 different steps ahead. So you have all this stuff about what happened yesterday.
We have the report of the attack that apparently happened at this building where 2 individuals were found dead.
No, nobody was found dead.
Nope.
Nobody was found dead.
There's no
I
bodies
got
at
rid
all.
of their body.
There were 2 people downstairs that were found dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Well, no idea. Well, excuse me. That was the 2 people that were killed by these warriors that came up to attack us.
Okay.
Or whoever had bought the penthouse.
Alright. And the attack on the civilian down in Texas when y'all were at the whatever it's called.
You got the report?
So, we were in Miami and didn't hear about any attack until this morning.
I'm talking about the one that occurred when you brought us Mr. Ratis.
Okay, wait.
You're referring to the incident that was down in Texas a few days ago.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And what would that
Again,
incident
I'm
be?
not exactly sure. The last I heard, somebody attacked a guy, a wolf or something attacked the guy. I mean, there were some really crazy things that this guy had created and left running amok out there.
Yes, we got him the medical help he needed and took care of the family that was there. So I'm trying to figure out what is the issue.
Ignore that. Sorry.
Well,
Very cute kids.
issue is apparently that family is the same family that David attacked last night this morning.
And what family would that be?
That would have been, according to the police report we got, that'd have been about 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
I didn't say
I
time,
guess.
I said what family. You have his
Oh.
files, you know what family that is. Quit beating around the bush and get to the fucking point.
It's just a little odd that his family was attacked 2 days ago and now they're attacked again. This time by him. Is he a liability?
He is a man who needs help, and, you being the government, I'm not expecting you to get him the fucking help he needs.
Okay. There's obviously some innuendo or some other thing going on here between all of you that I just really don't grasp. So, what you're saying is that Ricochet attacked the people in Texas and then attacked these people in Texas again.
Assuming he might
wa-
have been involved in the initial attack. We
Yeah.
know he's involved in this recent attack.
Okay, and he somehow got from Miami over to Texas to kidnap 2 girls and beat the new male mate of his ex-mate.
Something along those lines, yes.
Okay, so obviously humans have a really weird relationship with sex. And obviously there is a lot of emotional baggage you place on it instead of just easily picking a new mate. So, obviously there is some serious mental issue going on with this fellow, as Connor was just saying. Now, in terms of my estimation of him as a warrior, he's a kick-ass warrior. I mean, I could easily ping the people that went down after he attacked. So, in terms of being a warrior that is an asset, yes. Being somebody who possibly needs a new neural program, yes.
And that's the questions we're trying to allude to. Connor, as you know, going into combat, you want to be able to trust everyone that's with you. Is he someone who's going to bring harm to the team?
He's not brought harm to any team he's been a part of. He knows how to take care of a soldier. He knows how to take care of his team, unlike, some.
I mean, y'all were able to see what he did. I mean, Bobby, or Stalwart, you were holding people down as he helped take them out. Was he a threat to you?
No, not to me.
Okay.
I mean, when everything was going down in the penthouse, you all were out there, in the front, and I was in the back alone with him when he came back there, and he didn't make any notion or threat or advance that he was going to harm me at all. He just took up a different position to stay in the fight. I didn't feel threatened by him. In fact, I felt like he was defending my area as much as he was helping the entire team.
What exactly did you what are you looking for here? What do you want? What do you want these kids to tell you? What do you want these kids to tell you?
They
Yeah,
want us
you-
to say the wrong word so that they can manipulate it, twist it, and then get rid of him. That's the way they work.
Yes, that's exactly how they work.
Well, if they're going to do that, there's no point in asking us, and it doesn't really matter what we say.
Is it possible just to erase human memories?
I've seen it
Yes.
on TV. It usually involves a really sharp blow to the head, but then they just
Oh.
get it back, like next season.
Oh, okay.
Next season.
Bobby,
There
sometimes it's in the
is-
same episode.
That's true, yeah.
There is, but it hasn't been properly tested, so we're unaware of any side effects.
Yes, you all did stop us early on in the testing process of that.
Uh-huh.
So y'all were trying to do Men in Black stuff? Oh man, that's so cool.
Was it a flashy thing?
I bet it was. It's gotta be. It's the only way to build them, right?
Can I have a flashy thing?
I
I
want
could try to
one.
make one.
You should do that.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
now you see what I'm talking about. You sent a PTSD soldier who's had issues with me, and I'm not going to get into my issues, and some kids to deal with a world-ending crisis. And now you want to lock up one of them because he may not have been able to hold the pressure very well?
Let's not forget he's a full-speed alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got to numb the pain somehow.
Well,
I'm
okay.
gonna become an alcoholic.
That's one way to numb it.
You don't have to, I don't think. I think that's a choice, Kyle.
Okay. I mean, I've had those beers. I mean, I've had the
Don't try
I'll
to
shut
go
up.
back.
I'll shut up now.
After
Now-
some time, it's less of a choice and more of an addiction if you keep going that route.
Well,
Right.
why don't you
He
fix
needs
it?
help.
What about this therapist that's with him? Has he or she told you anything about their initial analysis of him?
Hey, Arnie,
I'm assuming you've
Arnie.
given him a psyche eval already.
Arnie, I've never asked this. Are you a he or a she?
Oh, I'm a he.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes, I believe the proper terminology is I identify as he, him, his.
Damn, you're woke.
It's too much time on the internet.
The Wokadillo.
But yes, there is. He's doing a psych eval on him now, and he will be coming out here to take each of you individually
Well,
and doing
What
a
I-
psych eval.
what I'm saying is maybe it would be better to talk to this supposed expert than try to get us who are not trained psychologists to try to explain the problems that Ricochet has.
Because the trained psychologist is
Right.
going to give him an answer they don't want. He's going to tell them he needs
Yeah.
help, he needs medication, he needs treatment. But he
I
can
don't think he
manipulate you
needs-
children
That's-
into saying, yeah, you felt scared when the heads blew off of the bodies you were fighting, or you felt threatened, or something that they can
Oh,
use
yes,
to
blew
put
up.
down in paperwork. Whatever. Paperwork or whatever. No, heads
No,
didn't blow
they
off. I'm
didn't
using
blow-
it as
they
an
didn't blow
example.
off. They were cut.
No, heads blew off up in the mountains when we took out that unit you sent me in Overwatch for. But the point is, they want you to say something that they can use against him.
Okay, so I'm just going to say that Ricochet was a valuable member of our team
That
who obviously needs help.
That is what we were trying to find out. We don't care about your opinion on his psyche.
I call bullshit,
We
but
want
whatever.
to know if you trust him to go into an incident where he's not going to leave you high and dry and
Yeah,
disappear
Trigger
on
trusts
you.
him.
Yes, I trust him to go and wipe out all the minions so we can get to the bad guy, or girl, or thing.
Or construct, or alien, or
Robot.
Doctor Who, the Master,
Oh, yeah.
Lex Luthor.
He has nice hair.
What was that, Bobby?
He has nice hair.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking on Smallville, he looked just like you. Now, if you're
Right.
doing the other Superman, he had a full set of hair. If you're
Yeah,
doing
that's not real. That's,
That's a wig.
yeah.
no.
Yes, it was
It
wig.
was not a toupee.
I didn't say toupee. It was a wig. Full blown wig.
Okay.
Lex Luthor is bald. That's the only, that's the only official Lex Luthor.
No, if you're referring to the
Oh, the first
Bottom.
Superman movie,
you're
he
the
had hair.
Henry Cavill. Is what you're talking about?
No, the Christopher Reeve movie.
No, that was a wig.
No.
He actually takes it off later on in the movies.
Well, I only watched the first one.
But no, that's
Yeah.
beside the point. Connor's not engaging in this conversation.
I
Connor's trying to
think
be as difficult as he can with these government jackasses.
So, now, about this evaluation, I take it the expert is an expert in human consciousness, but what about armadillo dispersed neural network consciousness?
I don't think there are any experts for that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm kind of getting at.
I think you're kind of the only one. So
Yeah.
you probably haven't developed a field of study for that yet.
Yeah.
I will. Y'all stay here. We will adjourn this, and you will see the expert, and he may have a little bit more insight than what you give him credit.
Oh, okay.
Have you
Okay.
guys had your psyche evals yet?
Huh?
The fellas at the table here, the ones who are asking us these questions, have you had your psyche eval yet? Has this guy evaluated you?
No.
Well, you might want to have him evaluate you.
Why is that?
Because you sent teenagers out in the field without any training. How smart is that? How unlunatic is that?
Well, they're
We-
the
It's a
tad
government.
bit
They're
crazy.
just gonna throw anything under the
First
rug
of
that
all-
I
happens.
mean, I understand Bobby here. Bobby's of age to be, sign up for the military and do his thing, but these other
we
two are
sent them
not old
to-
enough for this.
We sent them to the farm to be trained.
No, you didn't. You didn't send them to the farm. We went someplace different for a home, for a place for them to stay safe. You didn't sign up for any kind of training for them whatsoever. I didn't see any of your soldiers come out there and train them how to deal with combat situations.
Yeah.
But we
What
do have a danger.
orders did we give to have you take those teenagers out?
I think we're just going around the
Yeah.
Bush.
beating around the bush.
Digging
I
around the
think
roots.
what Connor is trying to say is some military instructors would probably help. Dude and Bobby.
These people are
Right.
crazy.
But
Oh, and Kitty.
yes.
Well, Kitty and
Kitty
Kyle
and
were the ones I was
Fatigues.
concerned with. Because
Kitty and fatigue.
And maybe help Baxter learn to duck.
Hmm?
I'm just pointing out we did not send the kids out into the field.
no, you insisted I take them with me. Insisted we take care of the problem that was at hand, with no proper training for them. I'm just pointing that out. I mean, if you take offense of it, that's your problem. And Connor will sit down in the chair on the other side of the room and not say another fucking word. Gives you have a cut on. Connor's got a bit of an issue going on right now.
Yeah.
And he does not like being questioned by higher ups.
What's wrong with spilling top secret government secrets that, they don't think should exist, but somebody knows? Mind control powers? Oh yeah, no, we were working on that, but they stopped us.
Yeah.
They didn't let us get too far along in that.
Yeah,
They get up and leave. And y'all go ahead and continue conversation.
I'll listen. They can talk.
Did they take anything from us when we came in here?
No.
Oh.
Bobby, I'm not doing therapist again. That was like, no, ain't gonna happen.
Oh, I don't think this is
fine.
Dude, that guy just wanted me to stop gaming. That's not a therapist. That's an asshole.
Well, I mean, you gotta read more into it than that. It's why. It was all you were doing. Like, you're doing other shit now. It's not even a big deal now. But
Yeah,
that was all you were doing then.
Well, I mean, until my buddies got blown up.
Well,
I mean, can't help what, a meteor does.
that's true.
And there's that. Have you had any counseling for that?
What?
Did you get any counseling for the fact that you witnessed your friends die in front of you?
Yeah, my mom made me go to counseling, and that's the reason why I'm not going to go again.
Okay.
I mean, I just miss my friends. I can't say I don't miss my friends, because I do. Except for Ernie. Yeah, I really don't want to say...
Anyway.
Huh?
You shouldn't have invited him.
The man could not play D&D worth a damn.
He was also kind of a fucking creeper, but, I mean, that's beside the point.
Well, I mean, he only offered me money once, and I kicked him in the ding-dong.
Bunny, I don't think I want to know.
Probably not.
I mean, he had some sway over the neighborhood. It was weird.
A little gross.
Not a lot. Not a little. A lot.
Okay. It was a lot. It was super gross.
I mean, it didn't matter if you were a male or a female. He was.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm not going to talk to this therapist. I don't care what they say.
Well,
How do
doesn't
you
sound
get
like
the
trying to
tokens to come out again?
drag it out. Like, click the name and drag it out to the board.
Yeah, the name.
As y'all are standing there, just talking away, you do happen to notice how tall?
While they're talking and before anything else happens, I will point out to them we are in a room here, which may be being recorded, so do watch what you say.
He is one size category bigger. So how do I increase the size on this?
DM will have to do it.
Yeah.
He'll have to grab it by the corners
So
and try to
technically,
expand it.
he is size 1.
Is that better? Yeah.
That works. Yeah.
Bobby will jump up out of the chair and move over here between Kyle and the bear.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and Army is going to squeak and disappear. And he is going to reappear as a ball underneath Trigger.
Okay, Trigger will move forward and like get down and start growling.
Why is there a bear in a suit?
And Kyle disappears.
And a top hat and a
Why is
monocle.
there a bear in the room? I don't care what.
Sorry, I
bear.
put mine under you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
I'm a tad bit concerned that you guys even asked that question with Army here.
I don't remember ever working with any bears.
He walks in. He sits there for a moment. He's out. Of course, he's standing. He's in a black suit, a black top hat. He has a monocle. He has a cane. He's just watching. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Continue your discussion about the one known as Ricochet. David. Yes, yes. Continue.
I don't think we should.
Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Peanut.
I don't think we even were.
Army's going to uncurl from a ball. Oh, sorry, just reaction when a predator appears.
Oh, so I've not been a predator for years now. So don't. I'm vegan, actually. Sorry.
Isn't there a picnic
well,
basket
okay.
somewhere you're supposed to be getting?
Say it again.
I said, isn't there a picnic basket somewhere you should be getting?
Oh, deflection, of course. So, my name is Sir Reginald Pennywise Humphreys III.
Well, nice to meet you, Yogi.
Are you also a medical experiment? A
Something.
byproduct of miracle experimentation?
Something like that, yes. Mhm, yes.
Was your brain put into a bear?
I like to call it artificially evolved.
Oh, okay.
But I am the psychologist here for Mr. David, Mr. Cecil.
Wait, hold on. It's a therapist.
Oh, I've not heard that one before. So, he started.
Arnie, you feel hands grab you,
Mhm.
and you're now over here on this side of the table.
Okay.
Trigger is he's waiting for somebody to do something. Trigger is. He's like, are we attacking this thing or like what are we doing?
So first of all, you're apparently the therapist here?
Oh yes.
Hmm.
Would you like to see my credentials?
No, I'm good.
Maybe-
Maybe we can get the emotional support animal to his master. Just suggestion. Might be good for his psyche and all.
As you try to sit down, the chair breaks on you.
He falls. Like, oh, it's not the first time this has happened. And he stands back up. Bear and all. So, let me.
I guess you'll just have to grin and bear it then, huh?
Yeah. Oh, the puns. He'll look over at Connor. So, you, Connor, correct?
It said that in my file.
Yes, I've read each of your files, actually. Very interesting how, you the connection with you and Mr. David, Mr. Cecil.
And?
So tell me a little about that. How was your interactions when you were in the military?
I'm sure it's in the file. If you got proper clearance, you could have read it.
Well, of course I did, but I'd like to hear it from the source. And
He's ready.
I'm going to attempt to read his mind.
He's ready.
Okay.
Is that a will save or something?
Um,
Against it?
I think
it
so.
should be, yes.
So
It
we say will,
is- Yeah.
or will save. Will save. Okay. So I got to roll for it.
It is a weird DC of 20.
Yes, just roll that fucking one. Yeah. So tell me how far. What are your read?
So the DC's 20. Basically, all I'm really looking for is, I know you're really angry. I'm just kind of poking around and just seeing, what's the word? What's causing this? Like, why are you frustrated just at the situation? What's going on?
You pick up definite frustration, mistrust to those who called us in here, concern for his friend, and maybe thinks that psychiatrists are just a bunch of quacks. I don't know how deep you want to go or how deep you can go is the only question.
Let's see. Let me pull up mind reading real quick here.
Well,
as you're doing that, Kyle turns back invisible and goes over to Trigger, grabs him by the collar, and pulls him toward the door that the bear came out of, and he wants to go through that door.
He won't stop you.
Well, I'm not. He's invisible again, so the only person that kind of knows what's going on is Trigger.
Bobby?
And Bobby.
And Bobby.
Okay.
So it should have been with the 9. If the DC was 20, so that should be 2 successes. So I get surface thoughts and then personal thoughts. So I can probe deeper into the target's mind for information. You essentially ask any one question and receive the answer from the target's mind.
Okay.
If the target doesn't know the answer, then you know that as well.
I'm going to say with that, you'll probably get, I won't say answers, but you'll get flashes. Because I'm sure, being that it's mind reading, you'll get images. You'll get images of similarities between insurgents I may have faced in the past. Having to fight children in the past. And then, because other groups we've faced have weaponized their kids and then turn around and see the similarities between that and the fact that we have them in our group. May have seen a scene or two of David and I literally saving each other or dragging, teammates out of explosions or firefights.
Or parts of them anyway.
Or just carrying, a couple dog tags because there wasn't enough left to bring back.
Right. Okay.
And you may have gotten a glimpse of what happened this morning. Because I'm sure that's still a little fresh.
Well, I'm sure those gangbangers and that car accident was that was a little unnecessary.
Okay, so let me see. Where is it?
Oh.
There it is.
Well, while y'all think of more questions in how you...
What the hell? I guess I can't roll this?
0.
What? You crit? You got a crit, I believe, right?
Yeah,
20.
it's a natural 20.
20 plus 0 is what it's saying. So. 0.
Because I just did the same thing to you. When you mentioned something about the car, I just turned around and tried to do your thoughts and shit too. So.
You know what? I'm not even going to resist. If you want to read his mind, go right ahead.
But we'll come back to that after the break.
Yeah, I only can read surface thoughts, but I don't have it strong enough to go any deeper than that, it seems like. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back right about 10 minutes or so. So what you need, Marcus? To see
about 10 minutes. I got to take care of Pops.
Copy that. We'll see what happens next.
to run away from that bear.
I mean, are we gonna kill the bear? Is that what's gonna happen?
We're back. And we're dealing with the therapist, Sir Reginald Yogi Bear.
Come on, it's gonna be bearable.
It's going to be unbearable. Luckily, I've got these bear arms. Anyway,
Yes.
But you do have the right to him.
I think we should go pay David a visit. Yes. Let's have a little field trip, shall we? Come with me. Come. And he will take them to his cell.
Alright. Y'all want move your token cell over here to.
As soon as I hear the door open, I go invisible. The trigger's sitting there calmly by the door of the cell, I guess.
Yeah, as soon as the door opens and he gets like that scent of Ricochet, he bolts in and comes straight up to the cell. Is it like the bars, or is it just like a door and like a little slit we can see through? Like, what is it?
It is a door with a slit, but as door behind you closes, you realize the lights have not came on, and it will be up to Reginald if he wants to open the door, let him out, or have everyone talk to him through the door.
So this door here is closed and locked, right?
Yes.
So nobody can get. He can't get out. Is what I'm asking. Ricochet
yes
can't
and
get
no.
away. Can't get away.
On his own, no.
Gotcha. That's what I'm looking for there. Okay. So Reginald will come up to the door. I'm assuming there's like a push to talk kind of thing. He'll push it. Mr. Cecil, you have some visitors. They would very much like to see you. Make sure you're okay. Please stand up and come to the window. And Ricochet will. Okay. Would they have put him in a straitjacket? Would they have would they have put him in a straitjacket? Would he still be like cuffed and shackled? Like how exactly does he look?
He is stripped of all his gear, since he isn't a enhanced individual.
Right.
He's just in a regular jumpsuit, without any toys or anything like that.
Chain around his waist, comes up
Yeah.
on each wrist, and it goes down to his feet. So just like a stereotypical like prisoner look kind of thing, right?
Correct.
Gotcha. When he gets close to the door, Reginald will be like, ho ho. He looks at the group. He's like, please, let's not do anything crazy. And he will, I guess, tap the code and have the door open.
Okay.
And Reginald will stand back here, away from the group, still close enough to where he can hear, but he's being respectful and he steps away, so they can speak to him.
As y'all look through the door, you see it's a regular concrete cell with a thin plastic mattress sitting on a metal cot that seems to be attached to the wall itself. A little toilet with a sink on top of it, and a very slight, small window, probably about inch and a half wide, that runs down for a view of the yard out back, I guess.
Ricochet can, because the shackles won't let you go, won't let your legs move too much, too far apart anyway.
Yeah.
He kind of comes forward. He looks at the group and he goes, "Bad day," and kind of gives like a goofy smile.
Connor's in the back. He's letting everybody else move up first.
Ricochet will jump right in and he
You mean Trigger?
Trigger. Sorry.
Ricochet jumps. What the fuck?
Moves in and he scratches him behind the ear and you're a good boy kind of thing.
Alrighty. No one has anything to say, or
Bobby will say, get the help you need to get out of here.
I'm working on it. The doctor there says it's gonna be a journey.
Yeah.
So they've decided that they're finally going to do the right thing and help you. It just took this and you being a person of special interest to them for them to actually care.
Sounds about right.
I didn't want anybody to get hurt.
Ricochet does notice that Connor's kind of got a scowl. He doesn't say much, and he's probably a little angry with you right now.
As Trigger's jumping up on you and everything, all of a sudden you feel two arms wrap around you in a big old hug. You don't see him,
right.
but you do feel him.
I know exactly who it is. It startles him for a second, and then the area that he thinks you're at reaches and hugs you back.
And then all of a sudden the invisibility drops. You have he's crying, but he's going, "I'm there for you, man. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm there for you."
All right. Okay. You hang in there.
But you can kill the bear.
The bear.
And he goes back invisible. And then Bobby sees him. He goes back by the door, back in the back, ready to leave.
Ricochet will look at Connor. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to be involved.
You should have come to me.
I wouldn't think it. My head gets foggy, and I don't. I just. They called him Dad, and I can't. I couldn't handle that, and just next thing I knew, I was on top of him, and I heard gunshots. I didn't know where I was. I thought. Do you remember that time that we were? It was in Afghanistan. We got stuck overnight, and I didn't know where I was, and I just wanted to make sure my girls were safe.
I remember.
And I got them. I had a few safe houses, and I got them to one. And they said that I kidnapped them. I just wanted to keep them safe. I didn't want them to get hurt. this kind of business that we're in, people die all the time. He starts trailing off and starts talking like he's over there, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
When he starts to do the whole rambling and trailing off, Connor will move forward, grab him and pull him into one of the brotherly hug,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and he'll whisper, "Just say the word and I'll get you out of here."
I need help. I'm so tired.
Good. Just don't forget, you do have a brother out there.
I know. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I'm just tired. His shoulders kind of slump a little bit, and it looks like it's almost like this whole little scene here is just exhausted him.
Mm-hmm. Bear treating you right?
He looks back at the room and looks at these as best can be expected.
Does he really need to be wearing these shackles inside a closed-in room?
Reginald goes, I don't have the authority to release them. Let's put it that way. Believe me, I can handle myself. I don't need them on him. But that is not my decision.
And Kyle comes visible. Hey, give him a yank. And if anyone gives him a yank, they fall off of him.
I
Looks
don't,
weird.
because I know what room, what building we're in. I don't want to. I will nod, and wherever Kyle's frickin' voice came
Kyle's-
from.
You can see him in the back.
Well, you said you came
In the
visible
back,
for a
he used his
second.
power.
Oh, okay. It's a good suggestion, dude, but not right now.
I don't want to be a problem.
You're not. You're part of the team.
Reginald speaks up. Yes, he will always be a part of your team. Yes.
It grates me. Yank the bear's chain.
You see, Mr. Ricochet has a problem. And when a teammate has a problem, it's the team's problem. We work together, not separate. That's why I have recommended that we continue David's recovery.
See? Even the bear thinks you should have let me know.
Of course. I mean, doing things on your own can result in some bad situations. Let's put it that way. But I believe Army is it?
Oh yes, I'm here.
The Twin Star Ranch, I believe. Correct? That's what you're calling home.
Yes, yes.
I'm sure that you would have the facilities. I've been told that you are a man of means. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, we have cells.
Oh no. We would not be keeping Mr. Cecil in any kind of cell, of course. You see, he's been released to my care. And we will further his recovery in calm and peace, if that makes sense.
Sure. You're the expert.
Would you be able to have the proper facilities for meetings and group therapy, of course?
Well, there are conference rooms all over the place, but yes. If you need something specific, just ask, and we can create it.
Bobby, did he actually say that the ranch is calm?
That's what he said.
Well, when you're asleep, it's very calm, Kyle.
Huh?
So, we will be having Mr. Cecil within the next 24 hours transported to your ranch.
Hey, Kyler, why don't you get him on the bike and bring him home? I mean, that'll be a calm ride.
I think them having a nice ride up will be fine.
Let's put it this way: we have to follow the procedures until we are back at the ranch. Let's put it that way.
All right.
We don't want to ruffle any feathers.
You've got fur, not feathers.
I knew a fellow, but that's a different story. But yes, if you would agree to have him be transported. Of course, I don't want to do anything that's going to ruffle feathers amongst the group.
He needs to come home.
Does everyone agree with that?
As long
Yeah.
as you get the help, yeah.
Good. See, Mr. Cecil, you are wanted. You are loved. You have many friends here. Cecil, Ricochet looks at everyone. You just kind of see he's kind of tearing up a little bit. He starts to nod. Mm-hmm. Good. Now, unfortunately, I do have to leave you here for now. But, like I said, within the next 24 hours, you will be transported to the ranch. And Reginald will close Trigger will come out, and Reginald will tap the code, close the door.
Okay.
Connor will look at Baxter as he does, not say a word, just look at Baxter. And then wait.
So we have shared the information that the world is potentially ending in about 2.5 weeks, right?
Well, that's supposed to be part of the report.
Oh, I hear you were actually headed to somewhere in England?
There's a few locations that we needed to
Well,
get to.
that's one of the places we need to get to.
I would very much like to tag along, just to, observe the dynamic, if you will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I have no problem with that.
Good.
I do.
And
Well, I mean, I would like to understand more about the, accelerated evolution of a bear, because he can stand up on like 2 legs.
Yeah, he walks like a man.
I mean, do you know how much of a pain it is to walk on 4 legs around you people?
I mean, I've not quite understood, Army, why you even bother to walk.
Well, I mean, I don't. I normally teleport. But, beyond the point.
Come on, Trigger.
Would you like a suit made for you?
Oh, no. At least not yet. I do have some ideas, but
So you're saying
that's a different issue.
you don't want an armadillo mech?
No.
Well, I was thinking of an android that I could call a host.
Perhaps we will call it an army tank.
Jesus. We're terrible people. We're terrible.
Yes, we are.
So Reginald he'll leave. Whoever his handler is, he will tell them exactly what they're doing, what's going on. Ricochet's going to this location. He's going to be following the group to further evaluate them and their dynamic between each other and how they handle possible hostile situations.
Your handler will sign off on it. Make sure you report in any unusual activity,
Oh, of course.
and
It'll all be in my report.
appreciate it.
Uh,
And remind Vanessa to make sure she keeps us updated as well.
oh yes, yes. Be sure that your babysitter keeps you abreast of what we do. Where's the director?
He has left and gone off to his office, you assume?
Being here in the building.
Yeah, you believe his office is in the building. Why, you want to hunt him down?
I pretty much do.
Okay.
Does he have the middle finger on his desk?
It's like a holographic middle finger.
So yes, I want to head to the director's office.
It's a virus that's on every electronic. Anything that he touches just pops up.
As you head up there, you are greeted by his secretary. She tells you that he's currently in a meeting at the moment. If you'd like to take a seat, we'll see if he has some time after his meeting.
And how long do you pretend that's going to take?
That I have no idea.
Where's his second?
Wasn't she down in the conference room with you?
I mean, you'd have to tell me, DM. I don't know for certain.
Oh, yeah. She was the one that you kept giving lip to.
Oh, my bad. I just thought she was some bureaucrat trying to push buttons.
No.
Fine. Wherever she's at, I'll head back to her. Since he's apparently in a meeting, I will deliver the coordinates that I currently have for a ship that they need to keep track of.
Okay. You make your way down after talking to a few people. You head over towards the cafeteria area. You see she's talking to a couple folks there at the door. You walk up to her. She kind of glares at you. What can I help you with now?
I have intel for you. Since apparently we're going to be occupied doing something else, maybe you guys can do your job and keep track of it.
Alright, and this is what exactly?
I give the coordinates for the tanker.
Okay. And this tanker, you believe, is what the General's using?
Well, let's just say there was a Sidewinder missile fired from this tanker to a hotel in the middle of Miami, so yeah, probably a good guess. It also has cloaking technology.
Alrighty. Why wasn't that in the report about rockets?
Well, maybe you need to talk to your people, because it was in my report.
Alrighty.
I mean, granted, we were able to turn it around and keep it from harming any civilians, But I don't see any reason why it wouldn't have been in the report.
Well, I guess I'll start having to review your reports then instead of Vanessa's.
Oh, well, that's who you're getting your report from. She wasn't present during that incident, so that's probably why she didn't tell you.
Ah. And where was she?
Getting groceries? She was out shopping for food or something, wasn't she?
Something like that. Whatever lie I gave y'all last week.
Yeah, whatever story you came up with because you forgot she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was at Publix.
Very
I don't
well.
know. She was grabbing something for us to have a breakfast and dinner. So she missed the rocket being fired at us. Anyway, yes, I believe the perpetrators of what's coming is on that ship. Here are the last known coordinates of it. If you can have a unit, at least keep an eye on it, track it down, or take it out. However you guys want to do it. It's in your hands now.
Very well. I'll give this to my folks and we'll look into it. And the message.
And I will rattle off a name, like a Master Sergeant something another. I'll come up with it later. A instructor for the SEAL teams.
Okay.
Might be a good idea if we can maybe get his services out at the ranch to help these plebes.
Very well. We will hunt down this Master Sergeant and
You can find him at, and I'll mention the base because he's a long running trainer.
okay.
Instructor, not trainer, instructor. Because they can use a little CQC and some survival training.
Very well. I'll reach out over to the DOD and request his transfer. Is there anything else?
No, I think that should about cover it for now. I'm sure if there's
well then.
anything else, we can send it through Vanessa and she'll get you a list and get it taken care of. And he'll just do a haphazard salute and walk away.
She will nod and interesting fellow, and continues on with her conversation. Army, information you get back is that your source apparently
My
was
fork.
paid. Your fork.
Oh, okay, yes. Got it. No, I understand.
Was paid off by a gentleman that had looked to be maybe mid to early 30s. Had a high and tight, wore a, for lack of better terms, a desert fatigue coat.
Uh-huh.
And boots, had some combat boots, and his legs were, or pants were kind of pressed. And he was paid $10,000 that, hey, if anyone mentions this name, tell them that, hey, you'll be here. So.
Start doing facial recognition then at that point.
Okay. It's sort of a generic facial recognition, but you do get a few hits. Now, wait, facial recognition from the description or from the camera?
The camera.
Okay. The camera, unfortunately, you're not getting anything really back from that. You do get some percentage markers from places like in Germany. What's the word I'm looking for? Uzbekistan airports, their cameras, that she seems to, which is roughly about a 75% match. But you're getting hits from not local, but international airports throughout Eastern Europe, Southern Southwest Asia, that area around there.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but the description you got about the guy who's paying off seemed to be a young military man, for lack of a better description.
Okay.
All right. So is there anything else you want to do at this before you head to the farm?
Nope.
Nope. Connor's ready,
Oh,
Connor's ready to go.
So what?
Nope.
Okay. All right. After that awkward presence, y'all, hour or two later, end up landing down at the farm. A little confused, a little heartbroken, a little stressed out about past few days' events. What would you like to do now that you're home?
I go to Ricochet's room and start getting all of Trigger's stuff moved to my room.
Okay.
I will go downstairs to the combat room and program in a few scenarios.
Okay.
And then once I get the scenarios programmed in stages, to difficulty stages, start low, go up, I will put out a call over the intercom where I'll talk to the AI, Army AI or whatever it's called, to inform the rest of the team that as soon as the Army intelligence, as soon as they get settled in, to come down here and start running through some training exercises.
Alrighty. What are y'all doing before y'all hear the call over the radio?
And by the way, the computer will accept AI, Army Intelligence, as its name. So.
You're welcome.
Well, if you're familiar with Army Intelligence, that's not normally a good thing.
No, this is Army Intelligence. It's a whole lot better than Army Intelligence.
Yes.
Army Intelligence is an oxymoron.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we already figured out that Army Intelligence is an oxymoron.
Our Army is just working on a few things. So.
Okay.
Did Army
after Trigger gets settled, Kyle falls asleep.
The only thing that Trigger went into the room that you're getting is like his bed and stuff like that. The only thing Trigger goes and gets, he's got like one stuffed animal. He goes and gets it, and that's the only thing he brings in himself. It's like he understands what's going on and just grabs it and goes. So.
All right. Gerald?
Bobby was probably just sitting and watching TV or watching videos, something.
Okay.
I guess Reginald will go and find a room.
All right.
And of course, he will make some phone calls to have some of his stuff flown or brought in stuff.
Okay.
I actually might purchase a base inside of this base. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it'll be like his own little personal clinic.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, while y'all are doing that, let's see here. You come with me. Okay. not come with me?
Who?
Yeah, you should have came with me. There you go. Sorry, I was delayed.
I mean, I'm on a screen here, but it's all black.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I need to pull out the picture.
Yeah, go ahead and.
Where do you want it?
Why can't I? Bing.
Are you on the DM's layer?
I'm on objects and tokens. Okay, so that's on the map layer. Objects and tokens. Hold on, let me.
Left, right, up, down, or corners?
Kind of drop it in the middle, I guess.
It's there.
Yeah, drop it. Okay.
I just still can't see anything.
All right.
I still see the ramp.
Yeah, he only moved one character.
Oh, okay.
Where's the reveal? Reveal. Still nothing, huh?
No,
All right.
nothing.
See anything yet?
Nope. Just,
Nope.
I mean, I don't even see my miniature.
Okay.
The only reason I know where my miniature's at is because I did the whole drag and pick out a whole
Yeah.
block. It's alright. I understand. You want to keep me in the dark.
No, I don't want to keep you in the dark. I want to turn off dynamic lighting on this fucking thing. It's not letting me.
It's almost like he's got you in a bear hug.
All right. Dynamic lighting
These puns are going to make it be unbearable.
off.
There we go.
Okay.
So I'm outside.
This is. What? Oh, I'm not. This is the training ground you prompted. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to say that I'm actually here at this desk. Like the
Okay.
computer on the desk is now is where the training can be augmented, so it just kind of incorporated into the scene.
Yeah. So you tell me where you want folks to be, and I will drop them out there.
Well, where do you want to say the entrance is to this? Right here?
Yeah, the steps.
Oh, that's the entrance in, or is that the entrance
Dude.
out to it?
The entrance
Okay.
into the combat area.
That's what I'm saying. I want the entrance
Okay.
into the room itself before you go out to combat would be right behind me.
Yeah.
So just have them all pop there and they can come in.
No, I meant for who they're battling, since you're the one setting up this battle.
Let's see. To begin with, low-level mooks or minions or whatever, and like
Alright.
one boss man. I don't know what our roster of supervillains are. I don't mean the ones we've already faced. I mean like in our world, is there like a low-level supervillain that commands a
Street
good
level villain.
Yeah, like a Riddler type, or not a Joker type, or a Mxyzptlk type. But
I wouldn't classify him as a low level. So
no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I don't want something like that. I want something like
What a D-lister. Condiment King.
Polka Dot Man. Well, yeah, whatever. One of those. All right. That the boss?
Yeah, he's low level bug type man.
Okay. Well, scenario with him and his minions attacking a school. Since the way it
Okay.
looks like,
Alright.
also put in the mix civilians to be protected.
These are your civilians here?
This one.
Yeah.
All right. Purple for civilians, red for the bad guys.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And I will explain all that once they get in here. Oops. All right.
Okay.
Ladies.
No, that guy's more. No. Um. All right. We'll make him the leader. We'll make these guys the little minions.
All right.
Just because they're got the lowest level thing and it wasn't anything lower level. Alright. Is that enough or you think more?
Let's see. We have. Yeah, that should be enough for now.
Okay.
The objective is to save the civilians and take down the enemy or the bad guys.
Alright.
Once everybody shows up, I will tell them the scenario, pass it on to them, and I will observe.
Okay. If everyone can put their tokens down here.
But I don't think we're over there yet.
I don't think you've moved them
I'm
yet.
still seeing.
I thought I moved Joe.
I see it.
Oh, let me refresh because I'm still seeing the ranch.
Well, no, we're not doing ranch dressing, so.
No. Okay, now I see it. And where are we going? Oh, down there. Okay.
Alrighty, Connor.
Is there any way that I can increase the size myself?
No, I think I have.
I was gonna say increase it and then change out his token.
Yeah.
It'll save it for the size it needs it to be.
Does someone come get Kyle?
I make an announcement over the speakers.
Yeah, Kyle's asleep when you do that.
Trigger will grab the covers and pull them off.
Okay, that's after the announcement. He's like, what?
He'll jump on you, lick your face, and it's like,
Doggy breath! Doggy breath! And then he goes right after it.
Alright. Let's see if that works.
Listen, Trigger's not used to this level of love, so.
So Trigger or Kyle finally figures out what's going on, and he's running downstairs and comes in like 5 minutes late, right before Cotter starts to go. I'm gonna go beat that kid.
Reginald comes in and he's in like sportswear, so he's ready to train with the group.
Excellent. Apparently, since you want to be observe and assess the group, we can observe and assess you. All right.
Sounds like a plan.
So here's the deal. You have hostiles outside, but you also have innocents. The objective is to protect the innocent and to take down and apprehend the hostiles.
Huh?
You're to keep the innocent from being hurt and take down the hostiles.
I don't think my powers work that way.
That's why
are
we're
to-
here. You're to subdue them.
You see, Mr. Kyle, your powers is like a muscle. The more you use them, the stronger they
He
become.
starts running toward the front.
Well, he's enthusiastic.
Yes, he is.
As he disappears.
Okay. Well, there you go. You have the word.
Are these doors open or closed?
Connor probably would have thought that would happen, so they're currently shut, locked, and waiting. All right. Now remember, you're a team, so work as one.
Are you riding with me?
Yes, Army is going to be riding with you.
Right before I turned invisible, you heard, "God, that bear's creepy."
Yes. Yes.
Oh, and Kyle, this I did some changing on the program just for you. And I'll walk away from the desk and I'll stand right here by the door and wait for everybody else.
I accidentally dropped another token.
Okay.
You can delete that one.
Alrighty.
I'll just go ahead and put mine out there.
Jesus, who got a 30?
Dude.
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 Dude, a 30.
The dude knows how to play video games.
Yep. Once everybody's in position, the screen in front of the door in front of dude, whether he's invisible or not, starts to do like the basic countdown that you see at the beginning of like Call of Duty.
Alright.
And the only thing dude's thinking is, "Damn, I don't have a gun."
And then, so when the door opens, what do we have to deal with?
As the door opens, you notice. Oh, let me. Why don't you let me share with the folks out there so that they can see what he looks like.
Whatever bad guy this is, I would have probably found some news footage, and the monologue that he uses is like, you know, all bad guys use a monologue. Would have played.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that would be. I'll let you figure that out. I'm just going to throw it at you.
Never again will you make people, send people to detention. I am the detention-er. You will be detentioned-e.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely a low level.
Yeah. And you see him, and you see these.
Got a big paddle. I am the one who spanks.
I'm the paddle master.
Battle master.
For the lack of a better term,
Uranius.
sort of like imp-like creatures flying,
Hey,
or more the Wizard of Oz flying monkey type deal.
it's the paddle master and the paddle imps.
I'm the paddle master, and these are my monkeys. Watch me spank them.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Robert, swallow, don't spit.
All right
And
That's how he heals them.
everything in purple are young children, a small group of young kids with a teacher kind of covering them.
now.
Okay.
Make them college age.
All right, college age.
Connor would not have.
Yeah.
Connor would not have made them little children
Okay.
for reasons.
Yeah. All right. You got some college stoner dude that, was doing some experiments and made some flying monkeys, and now you got these college students. A couple of them are triggered because, hey,
They're all out of
Save
Play-Doh.
space. Save space.
No Play-Doh and coloring books.
uh-huh. And then got another one that's over there with the camera.
I want to speak to your manager.
No, these are college kids, not Karens.
Gotcha.
It's different demographic altogether.
So, the door opens. Kyle, what are you doing?
Probably hear Mortal Kombat sound in it. Fight.
So Kyle comes running up to the whatever these people are and goes, "Run that away!" And then he looks at the guy, the really bad guy, and since he's right beside, he had his foot standing on the bench as he was giving that speech. As he starts to take his foot off, the bench flies up and hits him in the face, or attempts to.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to use catastrophe. So does a 23 hit?
Do I have a roll or anything? Or is
Well,
it
this
just-
is against your dodge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, because it's only a 17.
So you need
Okay.
a 24 toughness. Or toughness in the
Yeah.
So 24.
How about 31?
Okay.
Jesus.
So it hits him and does nothing to him.
Yeah.
Is catastrophe an AOE or
Huh?
is catastrophe not an AOE?
No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
At least not yet.
Nothing can hurt the Spank Master.
And
The Spank
and
Meister.
Arnie's with me because he had no choice of the matter. So
Okay.
you leave yourself up to me,
Okay.
and then I yell at Trigger, "Come on, boy!"
Okay.
Trigger's way back in the initiative order. What?
Well, I can't move Trigger, so someone needs
Yeah.
to move Trigger up. I'm just putting him on by saying
Okay.
initiative. Got 3 of the group here on my side. Hey, anybody want to go first? Team up with me.
I have all the initiative.
Doc.
Oh, gonna go ahead and move up to here and look at the big bad and do a quick assessment. So I'm gonna need a deception from you and an insight from me.
Deception.
Yeah.
Careful, he might blind him with science.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it to roll. I clicked it, but
I got an 18.
I rolled poorly. Shocker. So yeah, no, I don't get anything on the assessment. And he's a little far away because I don't have enhanced range. So, oh, I need to double check this. What's perception when it's under a skill? Does that mean as long as I can see them, I can cast that?
Correct. Only
Okay,
within
I-
perception range.
Yes. and I believe I, was fiddling around earlier, and I made something, and I'm trying to recall if it's perception. It's not summoning size, it's a irradiation. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say for now, I don't think it's within range because I didn't write it down whether it was, but I am just going to stay out of their way and let them know that I wasn't able to glean any information off this guy.
And what was that you
For
were
this
using for
round.
that?
Well, I made Baneful Transformation, which is a shifting power.
Basically, you can turn somebody into a glob of goop.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it's not very nice for them. But I'm having trouble finding the shifting power.
You try to make somebody all gloopy. Okay, gotcha.
Or turn them into like a squirrel. But for now, I don't think I'm within range, so that's all I can do right now. Oh, I guess I could try and move a little further, actually. That roll will go through eventually. My internet's terrible right now. If it's a 15 or higher, I move more. If not, then I don't. That's me for this turn.
All right. So Reginald.
Oh! I am going to move to here. And let's see. Would you classify these guys as perception range? I mean, it's 45 or so feet away.
Perception
Yeah.
range, you see him, you hit him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say they're in perception range.
gotcha.
You may not be able to read their little tiny name tag, but you're able to see them.
I am going to.
Wait a minute, I can see their name tag. This one right here is Bob.
He joined up because of the dental plan.
Health insurance. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
am mental blasting this one. Oh, that would be his dodge, because basically this like blue energy blast comes out of his forehead,
Okay.
and that is alternate resistance will.
So I need to do a willpower save.
Well, it's like instead of toughness, you're rolling.
Okay, so the mental blast is still need to dodge at a 15.
Yeah, but he has to target it and fire it, so it'll be his whatever this one's dodge is.
Okay, that one, his dodge is a 15, so that would hit.
Okay.
And his will's a 9.
So is this a minion?
Yeah, we'll classify him as minion.
Then he is kaput.
All right.
And I do not have takedown, so that is the end of my turn.
All right. Okay, this guy here comes up and excretes this smoky grayish mist that envelops this group of bystanders. Okay. As the smoke clears, you see the bystanders seem to heads kind of bob and all that, and they seemed a bit exhausted and confused.
Good heavens!
for Army, since it looks like I'm up next, my punching partner, Stalwart's not up here yet. So I am just going to teleport rapidly over to this guy as a ball of armadillo, hit him, and then come back, or at least attempt to do that.
All right. So that should be a dodge.
Yeah, don't I roll and then
Yeah.
Yes. So I have to roll and it's just over your dodge. Okay.
Which is 15.
Right. Let's see. Ball of Fury. Stop that.
Bam.
So a 29, and he has a toughness of 25. So that's 2.
Is that a critical hit?
That is a critical hit. So that's 3 levels of damage. You're right. It is because I crit on a 19 or 20.
So that means that DC would be a 30.
Yeah.
And then he has to roll his toughness.
And he did, which is 15.
Yeah.
So I think it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a minion.
Yeah.
Well, did you kill it?
Well, I've knocked it down.
Yeah, that's the question. Was it a knockdown or a kill?
Well, you really, in me as the masterminds, you really have to say, I'm killing them. But, you know, I've knocked him down. He's unconscious. He's out of combat.
No, this is for training purposes is why I was asking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to kill them. So.
Okay.
All right. Connor.
Connor will walk out the door, and he will lean on the wall closest to the door and observe.
All right.
Because this is for them to learn and train, not for him.
Hey, aren't you a member of this team?
I am, and I'm observing this team's efficiency.
In other words, he's too lazy to fight.
Okay. Same thing happens to this group. And that guy's not that. So, Trigger. What's Trigger gonna do?
Alright. Let me look at Trigger's sheet real quick. He is... Alright, so he's got speed 2 now, so he can move at 120 feet.
Just a tad bit quicker, right?
So, yeah. Speed is all kinds of great. He is moving to this guy.
Okay.
And he is chewing on him.
Okay.
Trigger.
Just hits.
DC 25. I've been improving, Mr. Trigger.
Oh. Just shy.
So was he out?
Yeah.
Yay. And then Trigger
I
will
rolled
look.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I rolled a 21.
Trigger will look at this person here, and he'll begin to bark, and like it's the whole like concern, get away, run away, bark.
Now, as he's looking at it, he sees the head kind of heavy, eyes are all bloodshot.
And he does have good he does has acute olfactory, so does he smell anything on this person, like anything?
He does smell
Mind you, he's a dog. You don't have knowledge of any kind of chemicals or anything. Is this basically the way I'm gonna? If you could, danger, like get like one word, if that makes sense. Like confused, something like that.
And confused, dazed, kind of out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Dazed and confused.
So I moved 60 feet to where I'm at right now. Do I have move by action? I do not. So I'm done.
Alright. This guy will go here. I will need the bystander, Kyle, and the armadillo to roll me a willpower save.
Willpower. Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
1.
This gray smoke kind of bellows out. Kyle, you have no problem. Army,
Yep.
you're high as shit right now.
Gotcha. So is there a specific condition?
Dazed and
Confused, apparently.
yeah.
Okay.
You could be impaired.
Yes. Dazed and impaired
Okay.
are the conditions. And let's see how these. You gonna roll for me?
What?
Okay. I tried to roll and wouldn't roll. All right. These people are now out of it. All right. The boss man comes. See. What's the distance on this? 90 feet. Ooh. What's the range on that? 30-foot area. So. Alright. He's gonna come here. This, no, that's wrong. Why don't we just do this? Alright. Alright. Not as big as I thought it was. Okay. He's able to get there. Alright. That kind of sucks. I'll go there. Alright. Do y'all see the circle? His sphere?
Yep.
Okay.
I do not.
I do not either.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the map.
Okay. Now do you see this radiant circle
Yes.
here?
Mhm.
Okay. those that are in that circle, I will need. See, how does this work?
What is it?
Mass starvation. That's apparently his power.
Okay.
Oh, poor Barney.
Is it an affliction or
Yeah, I think so. Why doesn't it let me roll?
does it have like 1 degree of failure, 2 degree of failure, 3, and it's like different conditions that'll happen?
Yes.
And then it's an affliction.
Yeah. 20 fatigue, 15 exhausted, 10 incapacitated.
Gotcha.
Or
Okay, what if you don't need to eat?
Maybe half effect, maybe?
Mm.
uh,
So I also am immune to fatigue effects.
okay.
What do you need to roll to resist it?
That's what I'm trying. What does it
Sounds
say?
like a fortitude, but
Okay, yeah, we'll do fortitude.
Is this like just an area effect around him?
Yes.
Is it like a cloud?
Yeah, it'll be a cloud that will come out.
Gotcha.
So fortitude to resist it?
Yes.
Okay, I get +5 on this roll.
Okay.
29.
You are just a high rolling machine tonight.
You really
You're
are.
good.
Now, I am immune to fatigue effects, so the fatigue would not affect me. But
Okay.
What's the full DC on it?
You have 20 is DC, and next to it says 20 fatigue, 15 exhausted, 10 incapacitated.
okay, I would probably still be incapacitated from this.
Okay.
All right, we'll say I'll go for incapacitated.
All right. Yeah. And these bystanders are incapacitated. Not dead, but incapacitated.
What about his own minions? Are they immune to it?
I would imagine they are.
Yes.
Gotta ask.
Good call, but I will go ahead and.
So
There
I
was
fall off
23.
of Kyle's shoulder and just curl into a ball.
Okay. Forward.
all right. I am going to make an athletics check to increase my movement, or see if I increase my movement.
Now, you would have had time to move up here with everybody else if you wanted to do that prior to.
But I didn't, and I feel like if an area effect would have come in the door and my marker wasn't there, then it wouldn't have affected me. So I'm going to cheese it and say that I did move up later.
Okay. Okay.
That's pretty athletic. So now I can move 120 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to move up here. I don't believe I have. I do not have move by action. But I'm going to move up here to where Army and these civilians are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to grab them and like scoop them out of this cloud.
Very well.
And that probably puts me in the cloud.
For the bystanders, yes.
Okay, so that is a fortitude.
Okay. So after you pull them out, you're fatigued.
Okay. And that's all I can do.
All right.
So I guess they need to be moved, don't they? Like over here.
Yes. I'll get in just a second. I'm seeing if I can find the fatigue card.
I'm trying to figure out where did you need me to be? Just behind.
Yeah. You two are in that area.
What
Where?
are we using for fatigued?
Whichever one you want. It's just something so you can remember, oh yeah, I'm fatigued. So mobile. Paired.
Technically he'd be hindered. That's what fatigue does. It gives you the hindered condition. Well, fatigue gives you the hindered condition, which is half your normal speed.
Okay. So we got that out there. And we got this out here. Okay. Yeah. All right. And what did it do with the... Oh, there's turn roof. All right. Kyle.
So, do I get to move before I need to roll again?
Yes.
Okay.
It
So
should be at the end of his turn, shouldn't it?
Yeah, if you...
And your turn.
Go into it, I have
Enter.
to roll, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
If you enter it first time you roll, if you stay in it, at the end of your turn you have to roll.
I come over and stand over Arnie and go, Doc, Arnie got hit. And then on this guy, I am really mad. So I'm going to pull out the big gun. So, Jinx. We're going to try Jinx on him. So 22 to hit and a willpower roll.
For Boss
Willpower.
Man?
Yeah, boss man. Yeah. Because he's the one who ran up there and then the cloud hit him. So, yeah.
Yay. Well, some bitch. Let's see, we got impaired, vulnerable, defenseless. Okay.
He must have failed the hell out of that then.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. Natural 1 too.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, that worked. And that's my turn because I'm guarding Arnie until Arnie can
Snap out of it.
Yeah, snap out of it.
Doc.
Can't hear you. You're muted.
I want to help deal with that guy, but I think I'm going to attempt to help Army and all these individuals first. So, all the civilians. So yeah, these set of civilians and everybody right here. I'm choosing to attempt to heal. I'm just going to roll a d20. Alright, so that's, let me see. I don't know what happened. I thought that was a 4, but it's currently saying it's only 3 ranks in healing. So that is a 19 over the DC 10, which would be just... DC 10, yada yada yada. So that succeeds by 9 on the DC, which is just, what, 1 rank then?
Mm-hmm.
But they can heal 3 because that's my modifier, that's my rank.
3 conditions?
Yes, starting from the worst.
Then
Is
that
it
here's
energizing?
me.
What's that?
Is it energizing?
It is not energizing, not yet. It's restorative and area. It's just restorative currently. But yeah, I was going to work on energizing next once I got some more points. But yeah, it starts from the worst and takes you up from there. So incapacitated and whatnot, I would assume, would be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's pretty fucked up. I'm gonna try another assessment on him. So deception versus my insight to see if I can pick anything out. Well, no, they're all zero, so it doesn't matter at this point. But
Yeah.
I could just tell that he's fucked up right now. And then I'm going to move a little bit away from the fray to here. But yeah, so all these civilians and everybody in this area. And if you needed it, you would have got it, but I think you're okay right now, Sir Reginald.
Yeah.
But you would have felt something anyway, as the obvious light radiating from me. I selected all those people.
Don't I get a bonus? Since
Uh,
I'm already healed.
Yes, you would be able to add the 3 to a defense, an active defense coming up.
Awesome. I'll add that. I'll definitely be adding that to my parry because it's only a 4.
It's real wonky reading it, but I think that's what it would do. But yes, so that is what I'm going to do, and that's it.
Okay. All the bystanders back up. Army's back up. Does it have to be energizing to fix your condition there, Gerald?
Yeah. Because it has to be energizing to remove the fatigue condition.
Oh, okay. So we'll leave this card out. Okay.
Alright. So, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to attempt mind control on Mr. Just whatever his name is.
Okay.
Paddle Master?
Born Loser is his name.
We're calling him Paddle Master. Or the Spank Master Supreme, that's his name.
Oh no.
Alright, so
Sure spanks a lot.
Everything's 0 on him, so you pretty much got his mind.
awesome. So the command I'll give him is I want him to I wanted to mind control him because of the cloud, but does he have any weapons, anything like that on him? Is the gas coming from a suit?
Well, as you're looking at him, the gas has gone away as he's laying there on the floor.
Okay, but is it like anything? Like is it producing from his body, or is it physically like coming from is there like a tank on his back and it's like coming from his suit?
It looks like it's coming from his body.
His body. Okay. He has no other weapons or anything like that on him?
No.
Okay.
Not according to this character sheet.
Gotcha. I am going... I'll give him the command. I want him to stand right here.
Okay.
You just
do
got out of
realize
this crap and you're bringing them right to us. Yeah, you're some team player.
Sabotage.
Okay.
Well, I've got his mind, and he's got all these conditions on him. I'm thinking Stalwart can knock him out. While Stalwart don't have to move. He can just turn around and deck him. And I won't move either. I'll stand here also. I ain't gonna...
I'll bring this back out. Are you sure that's what you want to do? Because that's what he's...
Wait. This is.
He's incapacitated.
Oh, he's down.
Yes.
He's gone then.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see. I didn't see that he had an X or anything like that on him. I didn't know he was like down for the count.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. Then I'm going to do this. I am going to use Intimidate on the rest of the minions.
Okay.
And basically, I'm trying to demoralize them to make them, because we have them at it. We are. You would say that we have them. We have the upper hand here, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to, in that case, move to right here, so everybody that's left can see me.
Everybody who can see you.
Yes. Let's see. Why does my intimidate? Why is it 0? What the heck? Hold on. Alright, I'm going to have to roll a d20. I don't know why it's 0, but I'm going to roll a d20 here. It shouldn't be 0. Let's put it that way. 14 with a plus 12. So that should be 10, 24, 26.
Alright.
And that would be against either will or insight as a group, because I'm hitting, since they are minions.
Yeah.
So.
I rolled a 15 will on the minions.
On the minions. So that's 2 levels. With 4 more, so they get a, basically they're all class, they're all, well, okay, hold on. So they all at this point get a -2. They're hindered. They get a -2 penalty on checks. Anything they got to roll at this point.
Okay.
So basically, he rolls there, and I just picture him like giving the big bear roar.
Oh, wait a minute.
Alright.
Oh, you're so intimidating. Just a big old bear.
As you do that, the bystanders start taking off running. Does the rest of the team need to roll for that?
What, the intimidation thing?
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean I can target it at that.
Okay.
I'm specifically targeting at the enemies.
Okay, that's why I was.
That's why I got to where I made sure that they can see me.
Okay.
Well, why is that?
Alright.
I need to find out if Reginald has an alibi for a few days ago.
Okay.
You know, Talking Bear was what supposedly attacked the guy in the woods, right?
See, on the sheet here it has 8, 2, and 2, which should be 12, but the number beside of the intimidation is 0. But on the character sheet itself, it's showing the correct numbers, but it's not doing anything. I don't know. That's weird. Roll20's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, their conversion is weird. Some skills and things just don't come over correctly. Some abilities.
Maybe if I remove a number and add it back, maybe, I don't know.
Okay. They are
There we go.
all
Fixed it.
coming towards you.
Toward the bear.
Yeah. And let's see. That's So you said -2 to everything?
Mm-hmm. Because I didn't get 4 successes. against
Okay.
them.
So that's a 20 to hit,
That's gonna hit me.
11,
That won't.
21,
That will.
a 10.
No.
Oh, scratch that 10 anyways. There's only 3.
Oh,
So
okay.
2 hit.
2 hit.
Defense or DC's 22.
22. Come on, Reginald. Come on, you can do it. Damn it.
So
A
that's
1 and a 3.
that's a 10-point difference, or 11-point difference on the first one, and a 9-point difference on the second one. So that's what.
2 and 1 degree.
A 2 and a 1.
Yeah.
So,
11 point is 3, right?
anything past 10 would be 3, wouldn't it?
Okay, so that's how that is.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I am staggered. Okay, which means I am dazed and hindered. And the other one is a level 2.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
a
yeah, just today. I got
Another
I got
hit.
yeah. So that is a -2 to the -2 to the actives. And we'll do the lightning for the hindered. And I mean for the dazed, and fishing net for the hindered. Okay.
Alright. Hold on a second. What did I just do?
You ruffians! How dare you? Do you not know who I am?
Actually, take those off.
Okay.
I saw bad guys, and I just started bringing them all at once
Okay.
instead of actually,
Huh. 1 at a time.
yeah, because I rolled them separate initiatives. So it's actually Army's turn first.
Oh, okay.
So I'm okay?
Then
Yeah, you're okay.
Okay.
I didn't take this guy out of initiative. Yeah.
Let's see. Now that I am cleared of all my conditions, I'm gonna go for the one that's closest, which appears to be this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. My little ball of fury. So my to hit is a 22, and I think he's down.
Yeah. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Alright.
And Army comes back.
Okay.
You doing okay, Arnie?
Much better. Much better after. Thanks, Doc.
Connor,
I
so
call
you're
back.
still standing there?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm assessing. If I see if any of the actual teammates are in trouble, then I'll step in. But for right now, I'm just trying to see how they work well together during the situation, and I want to see what the bear does.
Okay.
My dodge is an 18.
Alright.
My parry's a 14, though.
Now, do you want me to use the previous roll or the new roll?
That's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Okay, because the new roll's an actual 25.
That's up to you. You decide. You're the GM.
So that would be a hit. It's still a 22 toughness, though.
Do you want me to re-roll the toughness, though?
Yeah.
Okay. That I can do. Come on. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. Damn it.
Okay, 9.
So that would be 2.
Yeah, so that's
So,
what? Dazed?
Yeah. So -1.
Yeah, the bear's doing great.
Alright.
We'll do the lightning bolt.
Ricochet.
I mean, you mean trigger.
Trigger.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough. Well, he moves at 120. But he is going to go to this guy. Well,
Trigger's going to tap into the Speed Force before too long.
that's a good idea. Is this guy saying he's not? He's just kind of dazed, but he's not like puking his guts out or like turning into a zombie or anything like that, right?
Right. No.
Okay, so he's going for this dude. This is only level 1 difficulty, right?
Yeah.
20.
Connor's not cranked up the difficulty yet.
So, all right. Trigger mauls the piss out of this dude and drops him to the ground. I picture he went for the throat and bit down just enough to suffocate him out and drop him.
Yeah. Yeah, I rolled low. So he's down. Alright. Born losers out. Start.
Alright, one guy left. I'm gonna move over there. And
Karate chop.
Ooh. He's a freaky little bastard.
yeah, I'm gonna let it happen. I'm gonna let it miss.
Alright. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's pretty much it. I moved, I attacked.
Alright. Kyle.
I will attempt to kick him while he's down. You will not hurt my friend. Kick him.
Oh,
Okay.
did I get a fortitude save to end the fatigue?
I believe
Or
so.
does fatigue just last?
So that's why I didn't place the X on the guy, 'cause I wasn't sure if these.
Well, if the condition,
Incapacitated last.
yeah, he's down.
Okay.
If he spewed out an affliction and gave him the fatigue condition, he would get a fortitude at the end of his turn.
Okay. Fortitude then. Go ahead.
Or will, however how you have it set up.
Dang. Been rolling trash tonight.
What's his?
I think it was a 20.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah. My Ghost NPC sheets, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you don't beat a DC 10, you end up being faster. If you don't beat DC 15, I guess that's. What's that say?
It's probably exhausted.
Yeah.
If the first level's fatigued, the second level's probably exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, fatigue, exhausted, incapacitated. So. Alright. A little bit of nerd in this. Doc, what you got?
Do
I got a
not
new
need to
toy
roll
I'd like to try.
Alright.
for my attack?
Oh,
Or-
sorry, Kyle.
I mean, I can just stand there just kicking him. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, whatever you like to do.
I'll see what happens because
Well, he's defenseless, so it's only a 10 that you're aiming for.
and I got a 10.
Hey! Hey, y'all! Karate chop.
And
I know he's at -5 on his roll for his fortitude.
all
toughness. No, that's toughness, right?
Yeah.
And then whatever the other thing he's got. I don't think he's got hit besides me.
Yeah, so
No.
15 or 17 minus 5, 12. So yeah, you give him another thing.
Minus 1 to his toughness next time. Yeah. Kyle's like, you do not hit Army. You do not hurt Army. He's
All
very
right.
protective of his animals.
Yes, he is.
Alright, that's me.
So I'm curious what's gonna happen. He's gonna walk up right here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna pull out this little. It looks like a spool gun, and he's gonna shoot it right past that guy, as it drags out for a long ways. You hear it hit the wall behind, as it then sparks and lights up as a flamethrower ability. Just goes blaring off into the distance until it hits the other side of the wall because, no kill like overkill. I need a dodge resistance.
Well, you
DC
attack.
20. It's not an attack, it's an AoE.
It's area. It's a line.
Wow.
Yeah, I could turn it into a cone, but I just decided a line for this one. It's half effect if they make the save.
Yeah, it
Wow.
doesn't matter.
He's a
Damage
minion.
6 or, yeah,
He's a minion.
half effect.
Yeah.
But
He's a
yeah.
minion. You said it was dodge?
Yeah, dodge resistance, damage
It's-
6 or half effect on a save, so that's still 3.
His dodge is 15.
DC 20.
No. If the resistance is dodge, you roll and add the dodge.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the dodge bonus is.
Oh, shit.
So even if he succeeds, though, it's still half damage,
Yeah.
which is
Oh.
3.
Okay.
Which he's a minion. He takes max effect anyway.
Yeah.
It still gets a toughness roll.
No, he gets a dodge roll. That's the resistance.
Yeah, it's dodge resistance. If he succeeds, it's half damage.
That's why
Which
some.
is 3
yeah.
instead of 6.
That's why some of those things are so deadly. Like with his mental blast, its resistance is will instead of toughness. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is a
But it's an
Elemental
area
ability,
effect, so you
flamethrower.
get a dodge to see if it's half effect, but you still get
The
a
dodge.
damage resistance after.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So it's 15 plus 3, it's an 18 DC, whatever you're rolling, if you're rolling dodge against that.
So yeah, it's a 5 foot wide. Dodge resistance DC plus rank, which is 20. So it's a total of 20. It's 10 plus 10.
Yeah.
For half effect if they succeed.
I got half effect, and I'm still dead. Or,
So
Because it's damage 6 is what it says the flamethrower or this ability is or whatever.
that looks like every
Or
bad
whatever
guy's
it would
down.
be.
yep.
So as soon as the last minion or last bad guy active drops, the program brings in cop cars. Several police pull up, doors open up. I guess officers come out, guns pointed, and since it's as late as it is, maybe we call it there.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
Because not only do heroes have to deal with the bad guys, they got to deal with the cops when they show up. Just see how they handle it. Talking Bear ought to make this loads of fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight for our game of With Power Comes. Apparently, with power comes insanity in this particular world. But join us next week to continue on our training for our heroes. Find out what happens with David. Will we allow Sir Reginald to stick around longer? Is he going to get into our heads? We'll find out. If you can't wait till Thursday for your tabletop RPG fix, join us tomorrow night for Consequences of Chaos. And are we good this Wednesday? Yeah, we're good this Wednesday. Well, we don't know for certain if we're good this Wednesday. We should be here Wednesday for some organized play. So come join us for those. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in this adventure called Life together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.